Amara had always been the quiet, bookish type. At 19, her life revolved around lectures, libraries, and her unwavering dedication to her studies. College was her chance to build the future she'd always dreamed of. So when Leo, the most popular guy on campus with his easy charm and captivating smile, took an interest in her, she couldn't believe her luck. Leo had pursued her relentlessly, melting her resolve with sweet words and gestures. Against her better judgment, Amara let herself fall for him. For 6 months she believed in their love, until the night everything came crashing down. It was the night of a big college party. Leo had begged her to come, but Amara refused, explaining she had exams to prepare for. However, as the night dragged on, she found herself second-guessing her decision. Maybe she was being too rigid. She decided to surprise him. When Amara arrived, the party was in full swing. Music blaring, laughter spilling from every corner, and people packed in tight clusters. She spotted Leo's friends lounging on a couch, laughing loudly. As she approached them from behind, her heart stopped when she heard her name. "So, when are you breaking up with her, man?" one of his friends asked. "Yeah," another chimed in, "you already won the bet. No need to keep pretending." Amara froze. Her breath caught in her throat as her body went rigid. "Relax," came Leo's voice, casual but unmistakable. "I'll end it soon. She's sweet, but come on, you guys know I only started dating her because of the bet." As if to twist the knife deeper, Amara saw Rachel, a tall, blonde girl who had always flirted with Leo, perched on his lap, her arms around his neck. Rachel leaned in, her lips grazing his ear as she whispered something that made him chuckle. His hand rested possessively on her waist. Amara's vision blurred with tears. Heart pounding, she turned and fled, her chest heaving as the betrayal consumed her. That night she texted him, "We're over. I'm glad you won your bet." Leo woke the next morning groggy and confused, his heart sinking as he read her message. Panic set in. How did she find out? The answer didn't matter. What did was the truth. Somewhere along the way, the bet had become meaningless. He had fallen for her, hard. Months passed. Amara threw herself into her studies, determined to prove to herself and the world that she didn't need anyone, least of all Leo. She began working out, taking care of herself, and exploring hobbies she'd once ignored. The shy, nerdy girl transformed into a confident, poised woman. Leo, on the other hand, spiraled. He tried calling and texting her, but she blocked him. He waited outside her lectures, only for her to walk past him as though he didn't exist. Every time he saw her, his heart ached. One day Leo tried again. "Amara, please," he said, catching her as she left the library. She glanced at him coldly. "What do you want, Leo?" "I'm sorry," he blurted out. "I was an idiot, a jerk. I don't even deserve your forgiveness, but I need you to know I regret everything." "Good," she said, her voice icy. "Then live with it." Weeks before graduation, Amara started dating Caleb, a kind and intelligent engineering student. Leo saw them together at a campus cafe, laughing and leaning close. It felt like someone had punched him in the gut. For the first time he cried, not just out of jealousy but out of despair. He'd ruined the best thing in his life. Graduation day. Amara stood tall in her gown, surrounded by her family and friends. She was radiant, her smile brighter than Leo remembered. He mustered the courage to approach her one last time. "Amara," he said softly. She turned, her expression unreadable. "I know you hate me," he began, "and you have every right to. But I'm not giving up on us. I love you, Amara. I've loved you for months, and I'll keep loving you even if you never take me back." Her lips parted in surprise, but she quickly recovered. "Leo, no, let me finish. I was a coward. I let my ego and stupidity ruin what we had, and I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I'll do anything to earn back your trust, even if it takes years. But if you've truly moved on, I'll walk away. Just tell me and I'll leave you alone." For the first time in months, Amara saw raw vulnerability in his eyes. Her heart ached. She wanted to scream, to tell him how much he'd hurt her. But she also knew she still loved him. "I don't know if I can forgive you," she said finally. "I'll wait," Leo promised. "For as long as it takes." It didn't happen overnight, but Leo kept his word. He stayed in her life as a friend, proving through his actions that he had changed. Slowly, Amara began to trust him again. By the time they stood together at a reunion years later, she realized she had forgiven him, and that love, though fragile, could be rebuilt. And this time it was real.